Dear members and guests, welcome to today's district level educational meeting. I'm Nikki, the organizing chairperson, and the purpose of today's meeting is to showcase how a high quality Toastmasters meeting is run. So where you can learn and have fun in this positive and encouraging environment. And hopefully at the end, you can have some ideas to bring back to your club. So there is a saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So Toastmasters is a place where we come together to develop our communication and leadership skills through working with one another and learning from each other's experience. And we are here to support each other's goals and aspirations to become each other's cheerleaders. So this is the place to be if we want to go far together in life. So as we gather here today, we bring the best part of us to this meeting. We share our stories, our ideas, our experience, and challenge one another to be better through our presence and participation. Meaning tonight, we will all walk out from this meeting a better person because we witnessed speeches delivered by Nixon and Rachel. We will all walk out a better person when we capture the heart and feedback delivered by our evaluators like Angeline, Sofiana, Adam, and Stanley. We will all walk out a better person because we witnessed the excellence and attention to details carried out by our role takers today like Joanna, Loon, Kayum, Daniel, Fong, Eileen, Ryan. And we will be better today because many guests like you who are non-role takers who have decided to come and join us and participate and learn together with us. You truly honor us with your time and presence. So let's have a good and fun meeting today. When we do a great job, let's take pride in our work. Let's congratulate and let's encourage one another. And when we do make mistakes, no worries. It's okay. Let's learn to laugh over ourselves and move on stronger from there. So next, I would like to invite everybody to get your mugs and your tumblers ready. We're going to do a toast to the Toastmasters International. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say to Toastmasters International, and then everybody in this group, you will unmute and you will say, where leaders are made. Okay, so are we all ready? So on a count of three, I will say, okay, to Toastmasters International, and everybody say, where leaders are made. Okay. All right, thank you very much, everybody, for the toast. And next, moving on, allow me to introduce our amazing Toastmasters of the evening, Joanna Tang, the immediate past Division K Director, all the way from Toi Han Club, to lead the next segment of the meeting. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands and welcome Joanna Tang. And the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, the organizing chairperson, Nikki. And welcome everyone tonight to second district level educational meeting. We are from District 87, and I believe everyone here is a Toastmaster, or maybe you are a guest that bring by a Toastmaster, and I hope you all will enjoy this session. So tonight we have a list of role players that with me. I'm the MC, I'm the Toastmaster of the evening for today, but I'm not alone. So before I go into the role player list, do you know what is the theme for tonight meeting? We have a theme, you know. So tonight meeting, as you see the background, we are on movie madness. So movie madness means that everyone, have you seen movie before? Or anyone grow up different with me that you never see any movie, or you never know that there is something called cinema, or there's no TV at your home, or there's no Netflix, no internet? Okay, nobody answer. I think everyone, yes, you see movie before, right? So before I start this meeting, that I want to give you guys a quiz. I would love to show you the slide that I would love to introduce to you all what is Toastmaster first. So everyone, can you see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can sort it. Okay, thank you very much. So now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are Toastmaster, I would love to recap you that is why is Toastmaster International and why you are here. If you are a guest that bring by your friend as a Toastmaster, this is a place for us to learn public speaking and leadership skills. And we have a worldwide network of clubs. As you can see here, we have 14,700 clubs and growing, and we have around 280,000 members. So if you join us, if you're a Toastmaster now, that means you will have 280,000 friends in this world, and you are just need to say, I'm a Toastmaster and I would love to know another Toastmaster from another district or another country. Then you will get a person contact with you. So believe me, if you don't believe me, try it out. Okay, now, as I tell you earlier that our team is Movie Madness. So now I would love to give everyone a quiz, a very quick quiz, just to warm up this meeting. So everyone not so tense that I'm scared when we are in Toastmaster meeting. Everyone is so stressful. Okay, no, everyone, you already have your dinner, you already buka puasa. So now it's time to have some fun. So are you guys ready? Are you all ready? I would love you all to see the next slide. And yes, please give me the answer. You can just unmute and shout out. Okay? So now let's go for the first picture. Guess the movie. Anyone?
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Home Alone 1.
Same era with me. Okay.
Home Alone 1.
Yes, it's Home Alone. And some fun fact about Home Alone movie is that it's a 1990 Christmas comedy film. And this first film is Home Alone. This star is called Macaulay Culkin, and he played as Kevin McAllister, a boy who defends his Chicago home from burglars after his family accidentally leave him behind on their Christmas vacation to Paris. So it's a Christmas movie, and it's a comedy. So if you don't have any good mood, yes, you can have a look. It's very classic movie. Okay, next. Everyone ready? 1, 2, 3. Guess the movie.
Avengers Endgame.
Game.
Why not like so no energy one like Avenger and Umi is like, I don't know what is that. So yeah, this Avenger Endgame is 2019 American superhero film which have 180 minutes. So if you have 3 hours and you have nothing to do, yes, you can go and see this movie. It's from Marvel Comics superhero teams, the Avengers, and is distributed by Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures. And in this film, the surviving members of the Avengers and their allies attempt to reverse Thanos' action in Infinity War. So if you love action movie and you love superhero and you have 180 minutes free, yes, you can go to watch this movie. Now, let's go to the next one. 3, 2, 1. Guess the movie.
Story.
Okay. Another question. Who is the one with the cowboy?
Woody.
Woody.
Okay, good. So this Toy Story is a 1995 American computer animated comedy film, and is the first entirely computer animated feature film that features by Pixar and delivered by is a toys come alive when human not present. So this plot is focused on the relationship between an old-fashioned pull-string cowboy doll named Woody and a modern space cadet action figure Buzz Lightyear. So this is a first computer animated feature movie. So if you love animated feature, yes, you can go and see this movie. I have 2 more, but because we have this red light already, so I will reserve it later if I still have time. So now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not here alone. I still have a role player who assist me in this meeting. So today, as I said that, just now I said that I got a red light from the timer. So we have a list of role players that starting with our timer here. who already raised his hand. So let's welcome timer distinguished Toastmaster from Kim San to speak up his role.
Thank you, Joanna. Can you listen to me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As timer, I will time the table topic speakers, prepare speeches, and evaluations. So I will alert each speaker of the time they have left. I will use the green, yellow, and red virtual background. For table topic speaker, they should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, I will display the green background. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will display the yellow background. And at 2 minutes, I will display the red background. For prepared speech, tonight we have 2 speakers. Both their time is their time limit is 5 to 7 in length. So at 5 minutes, I will display the green background. At 6 minutes, I will display the yellow background, and at 7 minutes, I will display the red background. For evaluation, I will the time limits is for the speech evaluations should be between 2 to 2 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I will display the green background. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will display the yellow, and at 3 minutes, I will display the red background. For table topic evaluator, the time limit is 3 to 5 minutes. So at 3 minutes, I will display the green background. At 4 minutes, I will display the yellow. And at 5 minutes, I will display the red background. Back to you, Joanna.
Thank you very much, timer. You see how handsome our timer are. And for all of you, just a quick reminder, when you see the red light, please wrap up your speech in the 30 seconds of time before the timer will warn up you maybe some noises, so you will be like very nervous, okay? So wrap it up in the 30 seconds after you see the red screen. Now we move on to our accountant, TM Elite Joby, to give us a brief introduction about his role. Accountant Eileen Joby.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the accountant is to note words and sounds that are used as scratch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including like and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including or I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I or this means. Now, at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times each speaker used this expression. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, accountant. Now let's move on to our telecounter Ryan Tanoto. I'm so sorry if I misspell or mispronounce your name. So telecounter Ryan Tanoto, please welcome to speak out your role.
Yeah, thank you very much to Toastmaster of the evening. So hello everyone, my name is Ryan. Today I serve as the telecounter. So my role as a telecounter is to conclude the favorite speaker of each session. That is, we have the prepared speech session, and then table topic session, and also evaluation session. And I will share the link later on after the evaluation session to vote for the favorite speaker of each session. Thank you. Back to you, TME.
Thank you very much, telecounter Ryan. Now we move on to the grammarian, who will be our English teacher for tonight, and also will introduce the word of the day. The word of the day here, the tell. And let's welcome grammarian Daniel Imran.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the evening, Toastmasters Joanna. So, hello everyone. My name is Daniel, and I will be the grammarian of this meeting. Now, I shall share my screen to share to you the word of the day. Now, as you can see, the word of the day is tail. It's a noun, and the definition is a story, especially one that might be invented or difficult to believe. The example of usage is he told some fantastic tales about his life in India. Second is she told me or invented or concocted a tale about missing the bus to explain her lateness. Now, as the grammarian, other than introducing the word of the day, I'll also be recording who uses the word of the day and also suggest corrections for any grammar mistakes. And finally, counting the good usages of English, such as a great vocabulary and great phrases. And I will come back at the end of the meeting to report my grammarian report. Now back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Thank you very much, grammarian. And tonight we also have table topic session, and we have table topic evaluator with us to evaluate the session too. So let's welcome table topic evaluator Adam Ching to speak out your role.
Toastmasters of the evening, thank you for the introduction. My role as the table topic evaluator is to listen to each of the impromptu speeches given by the participants of the table topic session and provide feedback. I will be taking notes during the activity so that I can give objective feedback, taking into consideration that speakers have not rehearsed their speeches. Back to you, Joanna.
Thank you very much, this table topic evaluator Adam. I saw that there is one more evaluator in my list. That evaluator will evaluate the whole session of this meeting and will give his evaluation after this meeting. Now let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Stanley Gona as our evaluator, general evaluator for tonight's session.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. Dear Toastmasters and guests, my role as your general evaluator will basically evaluate the whole meeting, offer some feedback as to what I liked about this meeting, and perhaps a few suggestions on what we can implement during our next meeting. For example, suggestions on how we can do better in any area. And let's enjoy the meeting together. Over to you.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. And ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, this is the role player for tonight's meeting. Without them, I believe that as I'm here alone, I will having a lot of jobs. As you see that I don't have a lot of hands. So yes, all of us here is the key person to make this meeting success. And now, if you don't know what happened in Toastmaster meeting, we have two sessions. The first session, we have a prepared speakers to deliver their speeches. And tonight we have two speakers that is ready to deliver their speeches. And then the second session will be a table topic session. So table topic session is for all of us here attending this meeting to have a 2 minutes impromptu speech. So if you feel like you want to practice your courage, you want to practice how to speak better, yes, the table topic session is the time for you to do so. Now, as I mentioned, we have two speakers deliver fantastic tales for us tonight. So in this meeting, we have two dynamic speakers. The first one is a guy, and the second one is a lady. So we are very fair. Now, and the first speaker, he is pursuing his visionary communication pathway, level 3 project 1, connect with storytelling. Before I invite the speaker, let me invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Angeline Wickia, to spell out the speech project objective and title. Welcome, TM Angeline.
Thank you very much, our TMA tonight. So today we have our first speaker to be sharing, doing his level 3 project 1, connect with storytelling. And the objective of his project is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. And today his duration of his speech is 5 to 7 minutes. He will be sharing about the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's very interesting, so I'm very excited and looking forward to his speech. Without further ado, I'm going to pass the stage back to our TME to welcome the speaker. TME, back to you.
Thank you very much, Evaluator Angeline. Now, let's welcome the speaker, Nixon Liu Zhang Hong, the Dunning-Kruger effect. The Dunning-Kruger effect, Nixon Liu Zhang Hong.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. And you
Am I
are.
visible?
Yes, you are.
The Dunning-Kruger effect. In simple terms, it is a gross estimation of one's ability towards a particular subject, where one tends to mouth off a lot of things regarding that topic, where in reality, he knows next to nothing about it. Let me tell you the tale regarding the Dunning-Kruger effect during my university days. Nixon, wake up! I just earned 5,000 ringgit over the past few weeks. I woke up bloodshot, staring at my roommate, wondering what is he screaming his lungs out about. Listen to me, dude. This is going to be legit. Being a curious university student, I took the bait and I just asked him, what are you trying to say? My dear fellow Toastmasters, the answer that he gave me that day would lead me down into a spiral of mania. And that answer, my friends, is cryptocurrency. Now, at that time, I had no idea what cryptocurrency was. So my enthusiastic friend gleefully shared with me a lot of Investopedia and forums regarding about this topic. Now, after I read through the topics, a few keywords were repeated over and over again. Now, the keywords were decentralized, blockchain technology, power to the people, but most importantly, it was supposed to be revolutionary, that it would transform our financial system for the better. In simple terms, it is a digital currency that takes power away from the few, meaning the government and centralized institutions, and giving the power to the people, meaning not a single individual had the power to influence the value of the digital currency. How does it do this? It utilizes something called the blockchain technology. In simple terms, it is like a spreadsheet. Imagine the spreadsheet is a block. And in that block, there are various transactions being recorded. And once that block is filled, another is created, which links that block to the previous block of blockchain technology. Now, in this blockchain, you could create applications out of it. For example, NFTs. Now, it is a branch of cryptocurrency. NFT stands for non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible meaning unique, one of a kind, impossible to be replicated. My dear fellow Toastmasters, this is an image of an NFT. Can you guess what the value of it is? $10? 100? Maybe 1,000? In fact, this NFT was bought for 3.4 million US dollars. Another example of an NFT, this one was bought for $6.6 million. Another one, $6.63 million. Now, In this current year, now that I have time to reflect whether or not I truly knew what was cryptocurrency, compared to before, my current self would say, no, I had little to no idea what cryptocurrency was all about besides the marketing words, besides that it being revolutionary. All I know was something was happening in the background, and there was a lot of money to be made. Now, at that time, I was singing praises towards cryptocurrency. I mean, why wouldn't I? I was making money, and so were my friends beside me. And whenever critics started to question whether or not this was a scam or a legit investment, I would scold them and tell them they were idiots for not trusting in this revolutionary digital currency. I mean, I was making a lot of money at that time. I had no reason not to trust this one. Not until the crash on 2021, when it finally snapped me out of my mania. Now, cryptocurrency originally was marketed as a digital currency that was decentralized, meaning not a single individual or government or institution had the power to influence the value of it. Yet, a single tweet from Elon Musk, he just tweeted one word, Bitcoin, and he significantly changed the value of the cryptocurrency by a significant degree. I began to question it, and I delved even deeper. Cryptocurrency was created 13 years ago. In contrast, the internet was created 40 years ago, and the internet changed our lives for the better. But cryptocurrency, in its 13 years of inception, did it actually change our lives instead of making a select few richer? Was it revolutionary enough to justify its hyperinflated value? I kept scouring through the internet, trying to believe, trying to search, but ultimately, no, I couldn't find a single thing that justified its value. Cryptocurrency was a shell of its former self, and that the only way to make money is from new investors pouring money into the crypto network. Basically, someone had to pay more than you in order for you to make a profit. Now, depending on who you ask, cryptocurrency could really be the revolution our internet has ever seen, or it could be the greatest Ponzi scheme in history. And at that time, I was at the peak of Mount Stupid. And after I did a little bit of research, I can confidently say I know a little bit more on crypto. But am I an expert? No. Is it a Ponzi scheme or is it a revolution? Well, that is up to you to decide. That is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, speaker number one, Nixon Liu. Yeah, sometimes I forget that I can make sound of clapping. I just like, I think so much, right? But I forget that actually, yeah, there's a sound, okay? So cryptocurrency for me always is like a tale, a story that I don't know why I cannot like capture these things into my mind. But every time when I see a speaker presenting it over and over again, yes, thank you very much, Nissan. I learned something too tonight. And I hope everyone else here, if you have any questions that you want to ask Nixon, you can check him. Or if you have any encouraging evaluation you want to give to Nixon, yes, you also can check him too. Now, let's go to the next speaker. The next speaker in line is a lady. She is from Division K also. And she is doing her engaging humor pathway, level 3, project 1. And before I inviting her to the stage for her speech, let's welcome her evaluator, TM Sofiana Chua, to read out the speech project, objective, and title. Let's welcome evaluator TM Sofiana.
Hello. I will be evaluating Rachel based on her level 3 project 1, engaging your audience with humor. The purpose of this project is for Rachel to identify her style of humor and to apply it to a speech which is based on an underlying message. I shall be evaluating Rachel on the flow of her speech to see if the use of humor added impact to her speech. In particular, I'll be observing the way she engages the audience, her timing, and vocal variety. I look forward to Rachel's speech.
Thank you very much, TM Sofiana. Now let's welcome Rachel Chan, turning 48, the ups and downs of approaching 50. The ups and downs of approaching 50. Turning 48, the ups and downs of approaching 50. Rachel Chan.
Thank you. Am I visible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. I have just celebrated my 48th birthday in January. My kids put 4 large candles and 8 small candles that almost cover the whole surface of an 6-inch cake. Since that day, when I turned 48, I started to talk about a subject that become all too familiar to many people. Well, it's about getting older. Specifically, in 1.5 years to go, I will be 50. You see, I used to think that turning 40 was a big milestone. That was when I was officially considered as a middle-aged woman. And my best years were supposedly behind me, but as it turns out, it was just a warm-up act for the whole main event. And as I approached my 48th birthday recently, I'm starting to feel the effects of impending milestone. On one hand, there are some real benefits of getting older. I feel like I finally be able to figure things out. I have finally know who I am and what I want out of my life. I'm more confident, more sure of myself, and less likely to get caught up in other people's drama, if you know what I mean. And I have also learned to appreciate the simple things in life, such as a good simple meal, a beautiful sunset, or a cozy night at home. But on the other hand, there are some definite downside getting older too. My body just can now result in a 3 days can leave me hobbling around for days. And let's not even talk about the joy of hot flush and night sweat. It's but despite all this, I'm trying to maintain a sense of humor about this whole thing. After all, the fact that I can't read anything without my reading glasses, or the fact that my kids think that I'm hopelessly so uncool. I have just, they didn't follow me. But speaking about teenagers, Chloe, my youngest teenager, she recently found a photo of me when I was in my 20s. Whoa, mom, is that you? Cool. But what happened to you? You look so different. Haha. Give me that. That's not funny, Chloe. I'm still look as good. That's not funny, Chloe. You see, I had to think about the passage of time and how quickly it goes by. Seems like only yesterday when I was 20, 30, was full of energy and ambition. And now, and well, you know, this is what I have to say to you. I would not want to trade my age and any experience for anything. Why? Because there's something pretty great about being 48. Embracing myself to the passage of 50, I'm getting my sense of perspective and wisdom day by day. And it's just getting better that I just can't fake it. And as long as I'm willing to myself every now and then, life can be pretty darn good. So to all of you young folks out there, let me say this to you. Don't fear of getting older. Embrace it, because even a lot of joy and with you on the other side of the 40s. Trust me, been there, done that. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to congratulate to some of you who have already achieved 50 years old, because I believe that can be beautiful. The age that you have traveled means that you are gaining more wisdom, getting more perspective, a wider horizon in your life. Age is just a number. Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, Rachel. I believe that you're sharing with us a very beautiful story and a very insightful of your thoughts, but apologize for all of us here. I believe that all of us have this problem of hearing you well because your internet connection is quite lagging. But I hope that everyone like me will actually get the most of the content from her speech, even some of her action is frozen. And I love that the age is just a number. I won't tell you my age, so you guess what is my age. And if Rachel never tell you that she is 48, you wouldn't know, right? She is 48. So that's all the speaker for tonight. We have two beautiful speakers crafting their speeches for us. And later on, the evaluator will give us the insight for them from their speech. And if you have any evaluation from your side that you would love to give to the speakers, you may chat them, you can private chat them, or you can put in the chat, or you can, if you know the WhatsApp number, yeah, you can chat them through the WhatsApp. So now, we already finished the first session, the prepared speech. And the second session is for you all of you who attending this meeting, is for you to try out your speaking skill. We have table topic session, and to conduct this session, we have our table topic master all the way in front from Kuching. Now let's welcome Toastmaster Teo Sulun to conduct the table topic session.
Thank you very much, Joanna. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters friends and guests. I am your table topic master tonight, and in the table topic session, this is where members and guests, generally speakers, can quickly learn to organize and express his or her thoughts in an impromptu setting. I promise all of you that the topics tonight will be easy and friendly. In a table topics, the speaker is given 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the green light will be shown, and at 1.5 minutes, the yellow, and at 2 minutes, the red light will be shown. At that point in time, speakers are encouraged to wrap up and conclude their speech. In a table topic session, normally we would ask for volunteers. So tonight, it's no different. I would like to ask for the first volunteer to step up and try his or her hands at impromptu speaking. Is there anyone? If you could raise your hand or leave your name in the chat, I will be looking out for that. Can we have a first volunteer, please?
Can I speak, please? Ravi?
Hi, Ravi. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Ravi, as tonight's theme is movies, so all my topics will be about movies.
Can I chicken out, please?
It will be easy, I promise you. So I have here 7 topics, so 1 to 7. Which number would you like to choose?
As I always say, any number of your choice is fine by me, sir.
All right. What about this? I'll give you topic number 1.
Brilliant.
Since you are speaker number 1. From the movie Forrest Gump. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, Ravi.
As they say, life could best be understood backwards, but has to be lived for the present and for the future. Those table topic master, the topic before us is, life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Just like these table topics, when I came out, I thought it's going to be something much more easier, something palatable, something that I can just sail through and get away with it. But then, when he mentioned Forrest Gump, I became the poorest dump. Because I'm not into movies at all. I hardly watch movies. I'm more a kinesthetic type of guy. I put my hands all over the place. So sitting down quietly and watching movies. But then the best part is he talked about a box of chocolates. So coming to the subject proper, true, we don't know what life has for us. Despite the best of planning, what turns out to be something else, completely turned cartwheel. But then we must savor it, we must enjoy it, take it for whatever it's worth, and taste it like the best chocolate that life could give it to you. Just like here, I'm standing before you again on this topic, trying to make the best out of this situation, rather than to submit myself to whatever pressure that they may be. It's the same thing in life. Surprises, they will be plenty, trust me, just like in the past. If you had lived until now, savoring all the chocolates in the past, so could you for the future, for the rest of your lives. So I'm looking forward to more chocolates, the wonder of life. Life is nothing but a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you're going to get, but it'll be sweet. Thank you, and back to you, table topic master.
Thank you very much, Ravi. Very well spoken. Can we have the next volunteer, please? Anyone? For those who do not get a chance to speak tonight, I encourage you to try your hands at table topics.
Perhaps I should give it a try. I'm Clarence.
Hi, Clarence. Good evening.
Good evening.
Where are you joining us from?
I'm from Heritage Toastmasters Club in Kota Kinabalu, the beautiful state of Kota Kinabalu.
KK, beautiful city. So Clarence, number 1 is taken, 2 to 7. Which number would you like to choose?
I think I'll queue up behind. I'll take number 2.
Number 2. Clarence, if you could be any character from a movie, who would it be? If you could be any character from a movie, who would it be? Clarence Ng.
Thank you, table topic master. If I would be a character in a movie, what character I would be? Fellow Toastmasters and guests. Friends that knows me knows that I really love flying. And it was my dream to become a pilot, even when I was young, but somehow it was really tough for me and I didn't get the opportunity to take up any formal training in flying. But coming back to my childhood, one of my favorite movies during that time, when I was 12, was none other than Top Gun, featuring Tom Cruise. It was really, when I was growing up, it was really a movie that really have a significant impact on me because of course the action pack, the very nice line, of course the roar of the jet engine itself. Somehow it just simply aroused me, if I may use that word. And of course, as I grow up, as you know, the second subsequent Top Gun came out sometime around last year, and also proved that one thing: when you age, Botox is very important. So when you have a very good movie line, and we have a very good, and then when you come out with a subsequent series, it will help you to, in a way, maintain your youthfulness. And for me, that was a movie that I really love, and it really have a significant impact on me. So it's back to you, table topic master.
Thank you very much, Clarence. Like you, I'm also a fan of Top Gun. So can I have the next movie fan, please, to come up and speak? Anyone else?
I will give it a go. Azlina here.
Hello, Azlina. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, and where are you joining us from?
I'm also from Kota Kinabalu. I'm from Swepa Club in Kota Kinabalu.
Right, so we have KK members being active tonight. So number 3 to number 7, which number would you like to go for?
I was going to go for number 3.
Okay, good. We are all in going by ascending order. Azlina, if you could live in any movie universe, which one would it be? If you could live in any movie universe, which one would it be? Azlina.
If I could live in any movie universe, which one would it be? This is tough because what comes into mind straight away are movies like Harry Potter, but then would I want to be hiding from Voldemort and the Death Eaters all the time? I don't think so. And if I think of the Avengers and the MCU, they also have a lot of bad guys. So what other movie universe could I be in? To tell you the truth, I'm a big fan of romantic comedies. And if I were to choose, I think I would give living in a romantic comedy universe a go. Because in these movies, even though it's predictable, you always know that it will have a happy ending. And you always know that you're going to end up with that guy that you like or that girl that you love. So it's going to be happy ending. Nobody's going to die. There are no aliens or villains who are going to come and attack you. No, no wizards or bad guys. So if I really had to choose, just for the sake of living happily ever after, I guess I would go for the romantic comedy universe where I can live happily, I can enjoy a lot of the beautiful and finer things in life, and I know I'm gonna get the guy at the end. So back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much, Azrina. If I were you, I would be in the universe of Crazy Rich Asians, where money is not an object and food is plenty from Michelle Yeoh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 more, or should I say 4 more topics to go. Can I have the next person to come up and volunteer? Any volunteer for the next topic? And I promise the rest of the topics are very easy. Anyone? Let me see who is not speaking tonight. Any guest here, by the way? Any non-Toastmasters here? Okay, let's see. Let me pick up a name. Jasmine, would you like to try? Jasmine Ngu, are you in the room with us?
Yes, I'm in the room.
All right, Jasmine, would you like to try a table topic?
But I'm not very good in doing movie there.
That's all right. I will give you a really easy one where
Okay.
even if you are not a movie fan, it will still be something that you can relate to.
Mm.
Are you a Toastmaster, Jasmine?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. So this should not be an issue. So which number would you like? 4 to 7?
I think I take 6.
6, huh? Okay. So Jasmine, from the movie The Godfather, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Jasmine Ngu.
From this movie, we say God from the Father, keep your friends close, but keep your enemy closer. I didn't watch the movie, but I think from my understanding, what he said, normally we are always close to our friend, but we are very far away from our enemy. We try to be as far as possible from them, and we really hate them. The problem now is if we keep on hating somebody, it will make us more hate and we are more unhappy. The only thing is we lower down ourselves, just make our compromise each other, maybe find out what is the difference between us, and we lower ourselves and we become closer. So only in that way, the world will be very peaceful. So now I'm close to my friends, I'm more close to my enemy. So this is the way when your enemy is bad to you, you are good to them. So I think your enemy will not do any bad to you lah. So they will try to be good to you also. So I think this is the movie that shows us that we try to be close to everybody. So this world will be full of love and full of peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jasmine. Well spoken. All right, do we have enough? Maybe we have time for one more. Shall we go for the last topic? And the fortunate person, the last volunteer, anyone else? Last chance. Anyone? Okay, let's see who else. You know what I like to do? People who don't switch on their camera. How about that? Elizabeth Orr. Are you with us, Elizabeth? Note, okay. Let me see who else. I know Sofiana is the evaluator. Sofiana, would you like to try? Sofiana, are you okay?
Let's
We
try.
can, yeah, all right, good. So which number would you like? 5, 7, and 4?
7.
7. Sofiana, what is your all-time favorite movie? What is your all-time favorite movie? Sofiana.
My all-time favorite movie. I got to bring myself back to the time when I was very young and I watched many cartoons. My all-time favorite must be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I feel that movie had a lot of impact as I grew up. When I was a kid, I just knew them as Snow White and having 7 dwarfs as her friends. But as I grew up and started to analyze this movie even more, the characters were all very different. And in many ways, those characters represented my different friends in real life. I felt they were very impactful. For example, you got Dopey being very sleepy and the rest, some being very jolly and happy. And all these ones are different types of friends that you meet in life. And how I interact with each of them and how they bring the different types of joy into my life. So I felt this would definitely be my all-time favorite. It's a story I also tell to my children, and they also enjoy the story very much. And it will remain as my all-time for a long, long time to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that very wonderful reminder of some of our stories from childhood. And with that, I would like to conclude. And the time now is 9:30, so that's exactly the amount of time allocated for table topics this evening. So with that, I want to thank all our speakers this evening for bravely stepping forward and putting their best foot forward. So once again, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being your table topic master of the evening. Back to the table topics of the evening, Joanna.
Thank you very much, table topic master. Let's give Loon a big clap. Thank you for all the effort and all the nice questions. Not very easy actually, but yeah, it's quite easy also when you say you don't need to follow the movie. Okay, now everyone, we will have a break after we take the group photo. So everyone please switch on your camera. We would love to take a group photo first before we have a 5 minutes break. Zoom master, come out, don't hide.
All right, thank you very much.
Jasmine and Elizabeth.
All right, Jasmine, are you there? Okay, maybe we can wait for them. All right, Jasmine is here. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, before that, I need to spotlight Joanna first. Okay, let's go with a very good photo. Timer, you may want to lower your hand so that we can. All right, fantastic. With that, my friends, smile to the camera.
Wait, Zoom Master, what about you?
Yeah, we can't see you.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We will take for another one later on because I am not ready to show myself. Okay. With
He's
that,
not dressed.
ladies and gentlemen. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. For another one, let us have a freestyle, my friend. All right. Freestyle for movie team. 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening, Joanna.
Thank you very much, Zoom master. So now everyone, we will have a 5 minutes break. My time here is 9:31 p.m. in Malaysia time. The is 8:30 in Indonesia time. So we'll come back at 9:36 p.m. or 8:36 p.m. Indonesia time. So Everyone can go have a 5 minutes break. I see you after 5 minutes. Hello, everyone. Welcome back again to this Zoom meeting. I hope you already recharged, drink some water, go to your toilet break, because after this, we will have our third session, the evaluation section. Now, as we already have the first part and the second part of our meeting, we already have our listen to our speakers, and also you already practice your speaking skills. Now it's time for the evaluators and the role players to deliver their report. And this session will lead by our general evaluator, no other than distinguished Toastmaster Stanley Gona. So let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster Stanley Gona as our general evaluator. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much to our Toastmaster of the evening. Yes, I really enjoying this session, so I give you a heads up on my evaluation. So far, it has been going very well, but let us start with the evaluation of the manual speeches. So we have heard the speech, we have heard Nixon's speech just now. So let me invite his evaluator, Angeline, to give her evaluation on Nixon's speech. Over to you, Angeline.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. So, wow, Toastmasters Nixon, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters Nixon has just injected a vitamin shot to the whole room. People said skill is expensive and stories are priceless. Today, we have just learned a very valuable lesson and are connected through Toastmasters Nixon story. And Toastmasters Nixon has just delivered a speech that is very rich in content and that has added a new perspective in our life. So Toastmasters Nixon, here are the two charms that I found on your speech. The first one is on the delivery itself. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment Toastmasters Nixon started off his speech, he looked like a professional, he looked like an expert talking, and with his just a cool and nice pace and also powerful volume, how he clearly mentioned the words by words, making sure everybody could follow him well, and the effective usage of words that makes his speech becomes very persuasive and very engaging. And the second one is how I really love Toastmasters Nixon, how he maximized the use of visual aid, which is his slides. His slides has successfully engaged the audience amazingly because each of the slides is very effective. Each of the slides has adequate information and also very well structured that me as an audience, I could follow you through until the end. And so Toastmasters Nixon, as a part of your improvement journey, here are the two additional points that I could add to elevate your charm. The first one is in the story development. Now, because your project is about storytelling, I like how you open the speech on explaining about what Dunning-Kruger effect is, which put us on the same boat. And to elevate or amplify the impact of the story, I would suggest to put more detail on how you could connect Dunning-Kruger effect on the impact of your life. So you first, how you were introduced to the Dunning-Kruger effect, and then tell us how it impacted your life. Finally, conclude your experience on the Dunning-Kruger effect itself. And that would make the audience have, that roller coaster feeling listening to your story. Okay, so the first one is on the story development, and the second one is in the closing. Now you have a very adequate information on your body. I would suggest to allocate more time on the closing. Just now, I felt a little bit too abrupt on the closing. So you could add more explanation on how a Dunning-Kruger effect and relate it to your the body of your speech. And also you can add, for example, if audience experience Dunning-Kruger effect one day, and if yes, they experience, what can we do as an after listening to your speech? All right, so Toastmasters Nixon, I really love your delivery. I really love how you use your visual aid. You can consider to work on story development and also the closing. Your speech today with a very rich content has enlightened the eyes of many people. So Toastmasters Nixon, thank you very much for a dose of vitamin shot today. Back to you, GE.
Thank you so much, Angeline, for your evaluation. Yes, not only the dose of vitamin, but the dose of enthusiasm as well. Really, very exciting evaluation. Well done. Now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Sophiana Chua to give her evaluation on Rachel Chan's speech. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. And thank you, Rachel, for that heartfelt speech. Although there were some parts that I missed due to the lagging, I felt the overall speech was very good, with bits of humor you sprinkled out throughout. The overall flow of the speech, to see where you had added in to see whether there was impact, was that you defined your style of humor. Now, Rachel has got a very distinct, a very unique style, and she's, with her gentle demeanor, she managed to present something which captivated us right from the start. And she used many keywords, which I'll talk about later on, that helped us to be continued to be captivated throughout. I like the part where she kept the underlying message very, very simple by saying that keep life simple and to appreciate the simple things in life, such as the simplicity of a meal, simplicity of watching sunset, and the simplicity of a cozy nap. In terms of audience engagement, I felt that nothing beats a personal story, and that was what Rachel delivered for us. We could feel you throughout your speech in terms of your journey towards your age milestone. You captivated us from the start with a song, a very familiar song, and one that we could all relate to. Our imagination got even more stirred when you started to blow the candles. We were all engaged from the start. And how you carefully weaved the meaning of the blowing of the candles, the number 48, and linking that to that whisper that you gave us, menopause. I felt that in terms of your timing, you were efficient in that you carefully dissected your speech in all the three parts: intro, body, and conclusion. And you delivered it well in order to gain the audience reaction. In terms of vocal variety, you managed to do your dialogue with your son, and this one added impact to your speech. In terms of what can be improved, apart from the internet connection, as it would be happening to any of us, I felt there were many opportunities. For example, in your speech, you used many keywords such as TikTok, your reading glasses, gravity, pulling us down downwards, hot flushes, your night sweats and all that. But as a source of improvement, you could possibly concentrate on one or two and build a scenario around that, so you can even stir our imagination a lot more. In terms of challenging yourself, your speech reached out to us as the audience, but you can make it even more universal and make it relatable to different types of audience, to different age groups, and to try to see what the different takeaways they can have from your speech. With that, congratulations, Rachel. Well done to that speech. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, Sophiana, for your evaluation. I'll come back to the evaluations a little later in the session. And now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Adam Chin to deliver his evaluation on the table topic session. Over to you, Adam.
Thank you, Stanley. Now, I love the table topic session earlier for the reason being it is every topic is unexpected. And the first speech were tackled by Ravi. And I think it is a good start where you talk about the box of chocolates. He is actually naturally funny and very humorous. Ravi managed to tackle the topics by using a few puns that I find noticeable, like how he changed Forrest Gump to I'm the poorest dumb, and a few more puns and punchline inside the speech. And I like how he immediately think of Toastmasters, the topics that he received is unexpected. And towards the end, he managed to do a very quick conclusion. Although at one point, Ravi remembered, chocolate is sweet, but it will be sweet. So he ended immediately with that point. I think that is a very good take. Although I would say sometimes it's more encouraged to use personal stories, and you can go beyond Toastmasters, like to share how your daily activities is unexpected, or you can share about your occupation. Overall, it's a very good answer from Ravi. Clarence, if you could be any character, and of course, you choose Top Gun as one of your answer. And I like how you build up the entire stories. It is relatable to the theme because you can think of the theme. So you choose a movie, Top Gun. You let us visualize how the movie is, and you actually help to explain a little bit about the stories. And towards the end, I think it's a near miss when you talk about when you etch, Botox is important. I think it could use a punchline and a pose. It could be like the summarization of your entire speeches. So usage of the pause and to observe how your audience react, that will give it more impactful for your entire speech. Azlina is using mining of ideas kind of strategy. I don't know how to answer this question. I'm just gonna throw out a few options for me. You talk about like Harry Potter's, I have to hide somewhere, and Avengers, you have some bad guys, and eventually you chose happy endings and you elaborated a little bit more on happy endings. If I may suggest, if that kind of topic, you can always relate it back to the earlier two choices. You talk about bad guys, but you know, for example, somebody mentioned about Crazy Rich Asians. There are some bad person in there. In that case, it's Michelle Yeoh. You know, you need an antagonist to highlight the protagonist. You can say it will have happy endings, but in the middle, it have some conflicts. So that will make your points more powerful, I figured. Jasmine talk about keeping your friends close, but your enemies closer. Jasmine is the only one that I thought she used a lot of hand gestures when she mentioned about like far away, you know, her hand is extended out. She's not shy with her body gestures and the body languages. If I may suggest, Jasmine, just put in an example. For example, you can mention about an enemy in your life. Don't tell me you don't have enemies, because I have plenty of enemies. They might just not know about it. So maybe you quote one or two, just say it vaguely, but it will be more enticing when people heard about conflicts. And I can assure you, among all the audiences, some of us are quite dramatic. We want to hear stories. We want to hear enemy stories, friend stories. So it will be more enticing. And the last one, our speaker, Sophiana, her all-time favorite movie. I like how she goes straight away and pick a movie, Snow White. And I noticed she did not linger too much at the content of the stories, but immediately she related it, used it as an analogy to her life, how it impacts her and her family. Although I would say it can put in some more juices. For example, you pick a scene in a movie, like we had an example of Home Alone earlier. The highlight of the movie is how Kevin can check in plaza in New York City just by himself. So pick one or two scenes and you elaborate on that scene, relate it back to you. It wouldn't seems generalized. It would seem a little bit more specific, more interesting, more juicy. Overall, I like the participation tonight. Everybody has a different way, different attempt, but overall, it is very catchy. And kudos to our table topic masters and all our table topic speakers. Good job. Back to you, Stanley.
Thank you so much, Adam, for your evaluation. Yeah, totally agree with Adam. What an opportunity for all the speakers to share a tale or two, right? I think there were a number of tall tales we had a few tall tales as well. All right, I will now go on to the report part of the session, and I would like to start off with with inviting our counter Toastmaster Eileen Jobit to deliver her report. Over to you, Eileen.
Okay, thank you, General Evaluator. May I share screen now?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So here's my report for until it is now. So I divided it into 3 parts. That is the prepared speech speaker, table topic speakers, and other role players. So let's see for the first speaker. The first speaker, Nixon Liu, he said 1 and 2 repeated words, meaning 4 times and noun 7 times. For speaker number 2, she had 3 but and repeated word of UC 3 times. Now for the table topic speaker, speaker number 1, Ditya Ravindran, got 2 so. Speaker number 2, Clarence Ng, got 1 2 so, 1 but, and repeated words or phrases. Of course, 2 times, and when you 2 times. And then speaker number 3, Azlina Abdul Jalil, repeated 3 times of the word so, and in 4 times. Speaker number 4, Jasmine Ngu, repeated so 4 times. And speaker number 5, Sofiana Chua, also repeated 4 times of so and uses 4 times of in. Okay. And the other role players so far, here are the report. The evaluator 1 got 3 and 2 so. Evaluator 2, 2 Table topic master got 2 3 and 4 so. Table topic evaluator 1 2 and repeated 5 times of the word and. That's all for me. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Eileen, for such a detailed report. Yes, all of us. So I think I'll go to my part here straight away. Yes, from the R counters report, we can all learn something that all of us have, or rather many of us have a tendency to use, for example, filler words, repeated words. Like myself, for example, a couple of like have a tendency to say that. So we can all learn from that. So we have to make a conscious effort to enhance our manner of speaking. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Eileen, for your report. And let's move on to distinguished Toastmaster Fong Kim San to present the timers report. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let me share the screen. Okay. My timer report for the prepared speech. The whole session for the prepared speech has took 17 minutes, and Nixon Liu's time is 7 minutes 25 seconds. For Rachel, the time is 6 minutes 31 seconds. Next to these table topics, this session we have, I have recorded, we use 18 minutes for this session. For the each individual speakers, Rivendran Subramaniam, times is 2 minutes 10 seconds. Karen 2 minutes 5 seconds. Azlina Abdul Jalil, my friend, 1 minute 58 seconds. Jasmine Ngu, 1 minute 16 seconds. And Sofiana Chua, 1 minute 18 seconds. Next, we go to these evaluations. Angeline Vidya, times is 3 minutes 3 seconds. Sofiana, 3 minutes 21 seconds, and Adam Sims 5 minutes 21 seconds. So all the time for these speakers are eligible. Thank you. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Fong, for your report, your timers report. I must say that, wow, you're really into the theme movie madness. Huh? Really got my attention there. Very well done to our dear timer. And now I'd like to invite our tally counter, Toastmaster Ryan, to share his report. Over to you, Ryan.
Okay, thank you very much, General Evaluator. Now I would like to share the link for you guys to vote for the favorite speaker in each session. Okay, so kindly take your time to vote for the favorite one. Thank you very much. Over to you, General Evaluator.
All right. Okay. Was there any? Oh yes, tally counter, right? Okay, we can see it there in the screen. Thank you so much, Ryan, for getting us all to do the polls, which will give us a few minutes. We'll get that done. And now I'd like to invite our grammarian, Daniel, Toastmaster Daniel, to present his report.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I am back here tonight for the grammarian's report. Now let me just share my screen. So hold on. All right. So my grammarian report will consist of the word of the day counter, the grammar corrections, and awesome usages of English. So for the word of the day, Toastmasters Nixon, you used it once. TME Joanna, you used it once. And GE Stanley, you used it once. And although it might look disappointing to see only 3 usages of the word tail, there is more to come later on, okay, for the good usages of English. So for the grammar corrections, these are the corrections I would suggest. For the first one, for tonight meeting, you can, it is better to say for tonight's meeting. Before I inviting her to the stage, inviting should be invite before I invite her to the stage. I'm still looking as good. It is better to say I still look as good as back then. And next is quite lagging. Lagging is wrong. You should say laggy as the adverb. And next is not adjective. Yeah. Next is make his speech becomes engaging. Becomes is wrong. You should say make his speech become more engaging. And finally, simplicity of watching sunset should be simplicity of watching the sunset. Okay, and next is the awesome usages of English. These are the great vocabulary I have noticed. Toastmasters Nixon used the word bloodshot, which is an adjective to describe a noun. So it is defined as of the eyes, inflamed or tinged with blood, typically as a result of tiredness, as Toastmasters Nixon used in the context of he just woke up. And next is hyperinflation, monetary inflation occurring at a very high rate. It is a noun. And next, Toastmasters Clarence used the word arouse, which is a verb. It means to evoke or awaken a feeling, emotion, or response. Toastmasters Angeline used the word elevate. It's a verb to meaning raise to a more important or impressive level. Toastmasters Sofiana used the word demeanor. It's a noun which means outward behavior or bearing. Next is Toastmasters Adam used the word enticing, an adjective which brings the meaning attractive or tempting or alluring. Okay, so give yourself a pat on the back for using great vocabulary. And finally is fantastic phrases. Now the table topic master really killed it with this one because there's 3 phrases from his questions. One is life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. or you're going to get, and then putting your best foot forward, meaning to do your best in achieving something. And next is keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And then Toastmasters Angeline used the quote, skills are expensive, but stories are lessons. Okay, so keep it up. And remember, here's a quote from Albert Einstein: intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. So learning is a continuous progress. So keep learning and keep improving your grammar. And that is all from me. Back to you, GE.
Thank you so much to our grammarian, Toastmaster Daniel, for your report. Yeah, very comprehensive report. I think tonight all our role players are doing a fantastic job with their reports, and we can see that the meeting we are doing well, that the standard of English, that is very good. That I just noticed also, I just like to add a little bit that sometimes I think it's part of the learning process. So we need to distinguish between the singular and the plural, whether to put an S there. And then, for example, if we introduce the Toastmaster of the evening, instead of, we said Toastmaster of the evening instead of Toastmasters of the evening, right? So I think as Toastmasters, we have to get that right as well. Yeah. So, all right. So that, let me give a very quick, we are still on time. We started actually on time, right on the dot. Very good job to everyone involved for getting the meeting started on time. Of course, with our Toastmaster Kayum serving as the SAA, followed by the invocation by Nikki. I always enjoy our toast. It's always good practice to have these toasts right at the beginning, of course. So very well done. And I'd like to commend our Toastmaster of the evening, Joanna Tan, for her, for what a wonderful start. She also had a little quiz, guess the movie. To be honest, I don't really watch many movies, but those particular movies I recognize, so I didn't feel so old. So well done to our Toastmaster of the evening for keeping the energy, throughout this meeting. I think she deserves a round of applause. Let's give her a round of applause. So well done, Joanna, and actually to all our role players. I won't have time to go through each role player, but just to thank our timer, our counter, tally counter, grammarian, and of course, table topics evaluator, all the role players, including our table topics master, for the fantastic job that was done. I'll go through the two evaluators. First, Angeline, followed by Sofiana. I like the way you started in such a nice way. Of course, what you liked about the speech, I'm just giving a general thing here. And both of you also gave some suggestions on how to bring the speeches to the next level. For example, Angeline spoke about story development and more time on the closing, and followed by Sofiana talking about concentrate on one or two terms, and of course reach out to different age groups. Of course, the topic on your topic on this the age, right? You're 48 years old, and the ups and downs of approaching 50. Yeah, of course, reaching out to different age groups. For me, that 48 happened long time ago, but it's all in the mind, I suppose. So well done to both evaluators for giving the opportunity for the speakers to consider. Always remember in Toastmasters that evaluators, they will suggest that this would be based on what they've heard and seen in your speech. What are the suggestions for you to incorporate into your next speech or future speeches? So I always ask I also myself ask, why did the evaluator say or recommend a particular course of action? Why? Because it is the impression we give to the evaluator. So it is also up to us to consider the suggestions, especially like what we have heard today, very constructive feedback. And I suggest that we can incorporate that into our speeches to elevate our speech to the next level. And of course, the table topic session, by our Toastmaster Teo Su Loon. Of course, excellent job to our table topics master, all very relevant relevant topics. For example, life is like a box of chocolates. Of course, I remember the movie that was quite some time ago, and all of the, how it ties into the theme. So very well done to our table topics master, and of course our table topics evaluator, Adam. Fantastic job, lah. I know it's not easy to evaluate 5 different speeches or 5 different tales rather, but he gave, like for example, his suggestion: use personal stories, use the pause, how to add power to your points, give some recommendation, give examples, and of course elaboration. I thought there were all of those are really good that we can incorporate. It is not only for those speakers, but for us as well as listening to those speeches. And then I was thinking, yes, I can also incorporate some of those suggestions into my speech. So well done to all 3 evaluators. We have Angeline, Sofiana, and of course Adam, so we can incorporate all these suggestions. Now, I really enjoyed this meeting because it is a district level meeting, and then we have a sense of what camaraderie. We have people from different clubs throughout our district coming together to organize a meeting. So tremendous effort actually by the organizing committee. Of course, I know there are so many people involved, but recently we had a meeting coordinated by our Toastmaster Nikki. So great job, Nikki, on coordinating everyone and getting everyone together to have this wonderful district level meeting. Yeah, and then of course with regard to timing, fantastic timing. We are still ahead of time here actually, So we are, one thing good about Toastmasters is punctuality, I'm glad tonight we really have kept that flag flying, that need to be punctual, and we have all been within our time. So I think that wraps up my evaluation. Of course, I look forward to future district level meetings and seeing all of you at different Toastmasters meeting as well. Yeah, over to you. I hope we all have a chance to vote. And for those who have not yet voted, let us give ourselves a minute to complete our voting. All right, over to you. I think I'd like to hand over to our Toastmaster of the evening. Over to you.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Stanley, for all the insightful comments for all of us here. And I believe that everyone here, I hope you all enjoy the session. Can you guys give me a thumbs up? Don't be so quiet. I know it's the end of the meeting, but we still have to keep this energy, right? It's only like 10:10. So the night still young. After this, I will go to sleep. Yeah.
Joanna. Yeah, sorry. I think Hani would like to speak first before you announce the favorite speakers. So just to let you know now. Last minute change. Sorry.
Okay. So there's a slightly changes in the meeting. So please wait for a while for the announcement of the favorite speakers. Before that, let's welcome our beautiful program quality director, Distinguished Toastmaster Hani, to give 1 or 2 words of her speech. Let's welcome PQD Hani on stage.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters of the evening, Joanna, and thank you, Nikki, for the last minute adjustment. I told Nikki, if the PQD were to speak towards the end after the announcement of the excitement of the announcement of favorite speaker, nobody wants to listen the district officer yammering towards the end, right? So, okay, I'm going to hold you guys to hostage while waiting for your favorite speakers. I'd like to first thank the organizing chairperson, Nikki Teo, for organizing this district level educational meeting. It was an idea that booms in the district PQD team, and we thought that this would be a very great way for us to show what quality meeting looks like. Knowing that a lot of club has gone into fully physical, we miss that sometimes we get to meet other people from other clubs and see how they do things. So today I can see that each and every one of you brought in an element, a fantastic element from your own club, and showcase what it looks like when we have quality meetings. And I enjoyed that too, even though my camera was off the whole time, and I was actually listening from our table topic evaluator's computer. But I was enjoying and answering all the questions and all the quiz that was announced by Joanna earlier on, like from far. I was like shouting from my baby's nursery. It's like, oh, it's Home Alone, it's the end game. And I was shouting from the very beginning, but you all cannot hear me. But that shows how fantastic an educational club meeting would look like and sound like if we were to put all in the greatest effort that we could. Toastmasters has recently increased the membership, which also means that we have to prove to our members the value of why we are staying in and why is it worth it for them to subscribe to the membership and be a part of our club. And I hope you will take this chance to ensure that whatever you learn today, bring it back to your club and make your own club meeting this fun. Because I do believe we have the potential to make it this fun every single meeting. With that, best of luck, everyone. It is renewal period, and it's not too late for you to get new members and for you to encourage your members to renew. If you need to contact the district officer, feel free to approach myself, PRM Nikki. You also have the division directors, area directors, because whatever you need, let us know and see how much we can help you as far as we could, as long as we can. Thank you so much. Over back to you, Joanna, for the most exciting part of this meeting, the favorite speakers. Over to you.
Thank you very much, PQD Honey. But I think that in Toastmasters, the most excited part, the most favorite part is that when you're on the Zoom screen and you see all the familiar faces all over the world. Right, everyone? That's the most excited part when you are joining Toastmasters. So now, to make this meeting, even though we are ahead of time, but we still need to end this meeting. So that's the last part. Spark the fireworks. That's the Zoom Master. Are you ready to show us your
Yes, I am.
Yes, please get ready, and I would love to announce the best prepared speech. Is the winner is who? Rachel Chan. Let's
We
spotlight
need some
Rachel
help
and
from
also
Nikki to take photo.
Honey.
Okay,
Honey or
can I can help to screenshot. Okay, so are you gonna pin? Sorry, Rachel. Hang on, let me see.
yeah, we have to pin Rachel, and should we pin also PQD Honey?
Okay, hang on. Let me look for everybody. Okay. Spotlight. Okay.
Smile.
Okay, hang on now. How come I'm not seeing? Wait, hang on for a while. I still can't.
You can see.
Okay, I only see the certs. Even though I already spotlight. Hang on now. Just give me a.
So technical issues happen sometimes. Please bear with us. Thank you very much for your patience.
Okay lah. I just screenshot first. Later I add your in. Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. So now let's move on. Now let's move on to the favorite table topic speaker. The winner of favorite topic speaker. You will receive USB pen drive with the value. The winner is Distinguished Toastmaster Ravindran Subramaniam.
Okay. Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, put on your best smile. Okay, got it.
Okay, so
Okay.
now, distinguished Toastmaster Veridrum, please contact with Nikki for the gift. Thank you very much. And then the last one is our favorite evaluator. Favorite evaluator is Angela. Congratulations, TM Angela.
Okay, just give me a few seconds to pin you guys. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, nice. Done.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Zoom Master, and thank you, organizing chairperson Nikki, for the effort to give up the result. And telecounter also, thank you very much for your hard work to counting all the votes from us. And ladies and gentlemen, that means the end of the meeting. And we have like 10 minutes ahead of time. So I would love to listen. Can we, before we end this meeting, let's give some feedback to the organizing chairperson or to me, that what is your feeling or what is your thought of this meeting? A short one and 10 minutes. I think we can have everyone, right? So no one escape. Don't lock out. I will mark your name and I will chase you back. Okay. So the first person, me as your TME will speak last. So let's start with my organizing chairperson, Nikki.
All right. Thank you so much, Joanna. I think today's energy and the spirit in this team is very amazing. And sometimes a good meetings starts even way before the meeting. And I just want to thank everybody in the organizing team. Even during the preparation phase and things like that, we all come with very ready to bring our best. And sometimes I know that sometimes we may get nervous along the way, but today I see like Joanna like steady and full on energetic all the way. And everybody here bring their best game into today's meeting. So I just want to say that I'm very proud, very happy to be part of this team. And in the future, we will have more chances to work together again in the future. Over back to you, Joanna.
Thank you very much, Nikki, for the good word. Then we should ask our program quality director to speak again. She's like so quiet tonight, you know, so only one session is not enough. Okay, let's welcome PQ Dihani again.
Thanks, Joanna. Well, like I said, it is such a great meeting. I can see everyone is so energetic. Everyone is on top of their game. And I hope you keep this on top of your game in your own club meetings too. Joanna, that is the whole point, for me to take a back seat and to see all the members in District 87 flourish. If everyone is on this high note all the time, then I've done my job as a PQD already, like that. Right? Well done, everyone. You guys did fantastic tonight. Role players, attendees, all the people who speak tonight. You guys are amazing. I enjoyed it as much as you enjoyed listening to it. Thank you, Joanna.
Thank you very much, PQD, for your encouragement. So I hope everyone go back to our division or to our area, to our clubs. We will bring back this energy, right? So now let's welcome Karen's N. Are you still with us? You're muted.
Hi, yes, I am. I'm trying to get my power plug from my notebook case. Okay, I'm glad to be able to join tonight's meeting. Tonight's meeting, it seems like we are also in our own movie, which is our own Toastmaster Assemble, pretty much like the Avengers Assemble, because we have members from all over the division, and then we share our own experience and also according to the standard of a meeting. So good job to all the organizers, and I really enjoy myself. I hope there's a follow-up to all this meeting, and I'm hoping to join another meeting similar to this. So back to you, Joanna.
Thank you very much, President Karen. He's a president currently for Heritage Toastmaster Club. And thank you for this backdrop. Yeah, I asked your VPE for this. Thank you for this one. I just like, you know, in Toastmaster is so good that we can borrow and edit. And yeah, hola, is here.
No wonder it looks similar, if familiar.
Yes, thank you very much for your help, for your club member. Okay, then we continue to the next person, Sofiana Chua. Sofiana, the stage is yours.
I was invited to participate as an evaluator by Suharjo, and I must say that I mean the quality of this meeting, very high quality, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And Suharjo missed a very important point to say that Rachel was actually is actually a division champion. I'm glad he didn't tell me that earlier. Otherwise, I would have been. But what I found about the whole thing where Rachel's concerned is that it was hard to find bits out to evaluate her on. Yeah, knowing that she's got many, many good points. So for me, it was like having to think on my feet and to come up with things which, you know, it's hard to find things to improve where Rachel's concerned. That's all I can say. But overall, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And I think, you know, at the rate we're going, we will go far. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Rachel is division champion. So don't be stressful about that. She's still learning. Don't worry. Right, Rachel? Okay, next, let's welcome distinguished Toastmaster from Ginsan. He's so steady tonight as a timer. I think it's a very easy job for him, right?
Thank you, Joanna. Actually, quite enjoyed tonight's meeting. And I can meet a lot of long time no see friends like Aslina, Hani, Adam, Joanna, and also meet a lot of new friends here. Okay, enjoy tonight's meeting. Back to you, Joanna. See you in Bali.
See you in Bali. Yes. We must see each other in Bali. Okay, next, let's welcome Azlina. Since distinguished Toastmaster Azlina, since distinguished Toastmaster from Ginsan keep mention about your name.
Thank you very much. Hi, thank you very much, Joanna. Hi, everyone. Again, it's my pleasure to be in the meeting this evening. It's been a while since I've joined any district meeting or district event, so it's great to be here. And like Kim Sang said, seeing old friends and new friends as well. I enjoyed the meeting tonight. I love the theme, and the only thing is I thought we may have more guests in the meeting, but I saw that it's all of us are Toastmasters here. So perhaps I think it's an opportunity to introduce Toastmasters to others. And I wish we had more guests joining to see how fantastic our Toastmasters meetings are. So maybe for the next one, we can help to promote and share and invite more friends to join. Thank you very much, everyone. I had a great time this evening. Back to you, Joanna.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Azlina. Yes, I do agree. Let's put more hard work into these issues. Okay, now let's welcome our General Evaluator, Stanley, for a short summarize of everything again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joanna. Of course, wonderful to see everyone again. This time, I think I know most of the Toastmasters. We know each other very well over the years, but it's great to come together and organize a meeting. Yeah, for example, Toastmaster, our distinguished Toastmaster Fong, I think we know each other for so long. Sometimes we cannot even remember when we last met, right? But we have known each other for a long time, huh? Yeah, so most of the people here we know we have met before many times. So for me, it's like a homecoming. This meeting, just that. So I feel so blessed, you know, that we can even get together and be part of the same meeting, lah. So congratulations, everyone. I hope to join you guys at one of our future meetings. Over to you.
Thank you very much for the summarizing again. And yeah, coming back to Toastmaster, coming back to Zoom meeting is like really like coming back home. This is where we survived for the past 2 or 3 years. Next, let's welcome the person who said, I'm passed out tonight, I don't want to speak. President Adina.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the evening, First Madam DVD Joanna Tang. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for having me here. I was really looking forward because, of course, I'm also here to support my daughter, Rachel, from my KK Advance, our division international speech champion. So I'm really looking forward to meet all of you in Bali. It's so good to meet you again, Sofiana. Toastmaster Sofiana was my fellow TNC, yeah, and we're looking forward for a reunion face-to-face in Bali. So congratulations, PQD Honey. This is really great. Keep it up. And yes, I must agree with all that they've said. This is definitely a very high quality meeting. I did promote this meeting heavily. You can ask Rachel. I was like updating in my KK Advance group, but well, I guess they're busy because of the fasting month, Ramadan and all. But anyway, thank you so much and well done. Keep it up, guys. Thank you. To you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Thank you very much, President Adina. And ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, now we only have 2 minutes to mark the end of this meeting. And those who have no chance to share, please come again to Toastmaster meeting, then you have a chance to talk. Now, before I end this meeting, I would love to remind all of us here, if you already buy your ticket to Bali conference, we'll see you there in May. And if you're not yet purchased your tickets, please do so. We miss you. We want to see you in person. So anyhow, I heard that it's a hybrid meeting. So yeah, but we still like to see how tall you are and how fat you are and your leg is there. You are not a mermaid, okay? Now, everyone, to end this meeting, as our team is Movie Madness, I will just conclude this meeting as Toastmaster is also a movie for us. So we create this movie. If you want to talk back that how you passed 2 years of COVID time, like in Malaysia, we call movement restrict time. Yes, this is our home. This is the Zoom meeting that we see each other. We pass our time. And when we log in the house, and this where we can interact with everyone and we make friends with all the person in the district, in the division. We meet people from Malaysia, Indonesia, West Malaysia, and please continue to create another great movie for all of us here in Toastmaster. I'm signing off as your Toastmaster of the evening, and have a good night, everyone.
All right, thank you, everybody. Take care.
Enjoy